Okie dokie. We are back to streaming full games here in the final, so we'll be going through as many as the series deems necessary. So we'll start off here with Game 1 of the IFHL Finals between the Yorkshire Unicorns and the Scarborough Sparrows. Game 1 of the IFHL Championship Final between the Yorkshire Unicorns and the Scarborough Sparrows. The 7th and 8th seeds have made it all the way through the playoffs. They've defeated, retrospectively, the 1st and 2nd ranked teams in the regular season to make it to this point. Braden Holtby, Connor Hellebuck, the goaltenders, has been spectacular through these playoffs, especially Braden Holtby. He's got some MVP considerations coming his way, depending on how this final goes, as the first period is underway here in Game 1. Skinner, a stretch pass up to Connor McDavid. He's got some room on a bit of a break. Good shot. Right in the net, turned away by Holtby. McDavid gets it back. McDavid now in the corner. Sends it in front. Marner shoots. Great save, Holtby. Rebound comes out in front. That hit off of Skinner. He couldn't get his stick on it, but Holtby forced to make some big saves here in the first minute. Connor McDavid with a breakaway, and then that fantastic feed to Mitch Marner, who had an open net to look at, but Holtby took it away at the last second with a spectacular save. McDavid wins the draw in the offensive zone. Back to the point. It's Vlasic with a shot. That's straight on. Blocked it into the corner by Holtby. And behind the net there's Carlson, who just handed off to his goaltender. He'll get a whistle and try to calm things down here. As we're about a minute 20 seconds into the first period, he's already being peppered with high value chances on his net. Claude Giroux, Connor McDavid meet up for this face-off again. McDavid wins it clean once more. Seth Jones, Marc-Edouard Vlasic at the point. Marner gave it away. Chance to get free there, but Giroux couldn't quite handle it. Seth Jones back for it, gets the play. Back up the other way here, again for Scarborough. Jeff Skinner in on his off wing, drops it back to the point to Seth Jones. Centering in front for Marner. That one-timer was blocked right in front of him. It doesn't get to the net. Coming back the other way now, here come the Unicorns. Giroux for Huberdeau. Finally, first time into the offensive zone for the Unicorns. Huberdeau tried to send it across to Giroux. Pass is broken up, and they'll try to get it out of the zone. They will. Just out to center, though. Hedman sends it back in. Jonathan Huberdeau. Blake Wheeler looked for a shot. That one sticked away. Raquel to McDavid, now Skinner. Jeff Skinner into the zone on his off wing again. Sends it around behind the net. Wheeler will get to it first, though, for Yorkshire. And they'll get the breakout out of the zone. Pacioretty being hounded there by Skinner. Skates away from him and dumps it in. And around behind the net. Vlasic's there. Up to the wing to McDavid. Now up for Skinner. Skinner out of the zone again. Jeff Skinner drags it in. Goes wide. Takes the shot. Rebound came out in front. Good job there to clear the rebound in front of the net. Joe Pavelski back for the Unicorns. Comes into the zone. Dances around the defenseman Slavin. Centering pass comes out in front. Couldn't quite connect with his target, but they keep it in. Pavelski with some room takes the shot. Great save. Rebound knocked away by Slavin, who hands it off to Hellebuck and gets a stop. First big save of the game right there for Connor Hellebuck after watching his counterpart Braden Holtby make a couple of big saves early on as well. Derek Stepan, Nicholas Backstrom on this draw. It's Scrum, Stepan. Able to get it out, but not for very long, as now Raquel skates it out of the zone. A 2-on-1 coming in now. Ricard Raquel to Jason Zucker with a shot. And a good save. Knocked into the corner around behind the net. Zucker digs it free. Throws it up to Backstrom. That was knocked away there by Derek Stepan, and he'll break it out of the zone. James Neal coming up for the Unicorns on his offside. Coming up the right wing. Drops it in front. Stepan with a shot, and he scores. Derek Stepan gets the first goal in Game 1, and the Unicorns survive the early pressure and get the early lead. A nice play off the rush here as James Neal coming up the right side, able to spot the trailing Derek Stepan. Able to pass that out to him in the slot. And he just straight up beats Connor Hellebuck there on his glove side. A perfectly placed shot just inside the post. And Stepan has the first goal of the game. And the Unicorns lead. Couturier wins that draw for the Sparrows. And they'll try to counter-attack here. Dougie Hamilton brings it in, sends it across to Matthew Tkachuk. His shot is stopped. And the rebound held by Holtby. Do not discount how this easily could be a Sparrows lead if not for the early goaltending efforts of Braden Holtby. He keeps his team alive early on. And they get some goals for him. Couturier in the corner, sends it in front to Tkachuk, a good shot, and he scores! Just as I finish saying that, the Sparrows get it back. It's Matthew Tkachuk, and the game is tied. A good play out of the corner here from Couturier, and no look between the back. Through the legs pass. Finds Matthew Tkachuk in front. And Tkachuk able to go just inside the blocker side post on Holtby and tie the game. Koivu wins that draw for the Unicorns at center ice. Noah Hannafin will skate it out. Hannafin to Palmieri. Looked across for Patrick Marleau. That's sticked away there by Matthew Dumba. And they'll send it up the other way. Sean Couturier into the zone. Couturier through the legs again, looking for Tkachuk. He just missed the one-timer chance. And it comes all the way back down into the Sparrows zone. Dumba in the corner, throws it around for Mikhail Sergachev. Now playing it up to the goal scorer, Matthew Tkachuk. A 2-on-2 in the other way. It's Tkachuk with Dadonov. Tkachuk shoots right into the glove of Braden Holtby, who has to deal with Tkachuk right there in his face, but able to hang on and get a whistle. Both fourth lines on the ice. Unicorns centered by Mikko Koivu. The Sparrows centered by Braden Point. And Koivu wins the draw in his own zone. Gonna find a way out. Big giveaway. Silverberg for Point. A shot. Backhanded it off the blocker and into the corner. Jake DeBrusk on this. DeBrusk for Point. To the point now. Sergachev. In for DeBrusk. In front of Point. Drops it back. Sergachev passing it around the left side of the zone here. DeBrusk got double teamed there in the corner. Hedman broke that up. And a good play there by Hedman as well on Jakob Silverberg. It was Carlson who got that hit earlier on DeBrusk. Now a chance right in front for Point as they keep it in. Point able to, can't quite get the shot. Hedman was there and behind him. And Point's shot just goes skittering off into the corner. Mikko Koivu for Hillary Knight. Now back for Marleau. Tries to shoot, doesn't get it to the traffic. Sergachev up the boards to Jason Zucker. Zucker 2-on-2 in the zone. Zucker takes the shot. Rebound is there and scores. Looking for the rebound was the Sparrow in front as well as the defenseman John Carlson. It's going to hit off of Carlson. Maybe it gets to the stick of Backstrom. But Carlson trying to box out Backstrom, I think, is going to be the one who ends up knocking this into his own net. We'll see where the credit goes to here. With either way, a loose puck in front. It will be Backstrom who gets it. It's unassisted, so they've deemed it bounces off of Carlson. Backstrom gets credit for the goal, which will be counted as an own goal to John Carlson. Backstrom, the last Sparrow to touch it. Sees the goal go up on the board. As the Sparrows regain their lead here in the first period. Just a good low slap shot that forced the rebound. And Backstrom going hard for the net. Had Carlson right in front of him. Hits off of Backstrom, then Carlson and in. As the Sparrows now go up 2-1. Nicholas Backstrom on this draw. That one's won by Derek Stepan at his own end. And they'll break it out. James Neal, this line, scoring the goal for the Unicorns earlier. Neal coming in. Neal spins it around, dumps it in, step on's there, back there with Raquel. Step on centering pass comes out in front. Hellebuck and Slavin couldn't quite figure out what was going on there. Just about gave it away in front, but Hellebuck able to corral it and hang on. Step on and Couturier on this draw in the Scarborough zone. Pushing forward and Scarborough will take it out. Dadenoff coming up the right side. Just decides to dump that one in. It's met in the corner by Aaron Ekblad. He'll try to break it out. Hits off of Kachuk and he keeps it in. Slavin in for Couturier. Now Kachuk in the corner. Pinned up against the boards by Shane Gostisbehere. He'll get it free. Throw it around behind his own net. Trying to break it out. Another turnover right in front of the net. Dadenoff can't get the shot. Gostisbehere just broke that up. Gostisbehere now up to James Neal. Neal winds and fires. Didn't get a lot on that shot. Now just go by the net. Penalty coming up here. It'll be against the Unicorns for a hook. I think it's going to be an obstruction hooking call. As there was two players battling for it behind the net, but Neal gets the stick in here on Couturier, who's looking to join the fight. So an obstruction hooking call for James Neal. And the Sparrows will get a chance to extend their lead here on the power play. Their power play an abysmal 9.4% coming in to this game. It's been awful all season. It has carried on into the playoffs. But they're going to look to try to change that here in game one of the finals. Gave that away in the penalty killers. We'll just send it down deep into the Scarborough zone. Marner for Skinner. Coming up the left side. Jeff Skinner for Connor McDavid. Now Hamilton with a shot from the point. Goes straight through and easily handled by Holtby. One of the hardest questions to answer all season long has been this Scarborough power play, especially with the talent on that top unit. Connor McDavid, Mitch Marner, Jeff Skinner. Some talented offensive defensemen back there as well. They just have not been able to consistently get good scoring chances. And the ones they do get, they don't convert all that often either. In single-digit percentages all season. Doing that again here in the playoffs. But their excellent 5-on-5 play has got them here to the final. Sergachev back from Marner. Marner's trying to drop it. Ends up with Matt Dumba. Dumba gets his stick lifted. Stepan will find that and send it down the ice. Another Scarborough power play being stuffed so far. 35 seconds left on it. Here comes Marner in again. Mitch Marner spins back. Gets it across for Matt Dumba. Dumba off the boards into the corner for Skinner. And for Marner, he deflects that to the net. And a good pad save there by Braden Holtby. Going back into their own zone to chase yet again. Backstrom up for it now. Nick Backstrom into the zone for Ricard Raquel. Back to the point, Dumba. In for Raquel. In front of Backstrom, gets his stick lifted before he could get a stick on that. A great defensive play there by John Carlson. Penalty done and over with. And another Sparrows power play that fails to get anything done. Marlowe walking out in front, takes a shot and scores! Patrick Marlowe, right after the penalty expires. Able to find the puck in the corner. Look to center it. It bounces off a Sparrows defenseman. He ends up centering it to himself. And Patrick Marlowe's second goal of the playoffs has tied the game. Sparrows get control of the draw at center. Dougie Hamilton brings it in. His pass across gets picked off there by Pacioretty. And here come the Unicorns again. Pavelski to Hillary Knight with a shot. That one blocked off into the corner. Hamilton just about did what Carlson did earlier and knocked a rebound back into his own net. Luckily for him, it went wide. Noah Hannafin. Up out of his own zone now, up to Pacioretty. Pacioretty coming in. Drops it to the point, Hannafin. Across for Torrey Krug. Now Pavelski for Hillary Knight. In for Pacioretty in the corner. In front of Pavelski, scores! Oh, a huge one-timer from the high slot there from Joe Pavelski. And the Unicorns have the lead for the first time in the game. Some great passing on the cycle there from the Unicorns. follow up the tying goal with the go-ahead one here late in the first. Pacioretty spots Pavelski, and he just absolutely hammers this one from deep in the slot. Approaching the final minute of the first period. The Unicorns get 2 quick ones, and they have their first lead. Not looking to take their foot off the gas here. They come back in again. Jonathan Huberdeau for Hannafin, working it in, and that one's picked off there by Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Coming back the other way of the Sparrows. Point came in, but his move a little late there. Put Silverberg on the other end offside. Here come the Unicorns now into the attacking end. Claude Giroux with a shot. That one's knocked away. Seth Jones comes out with that for Jakob Silverberg. Final seconds of the first period. Looking for a shot late. Silverberg takes one at the net. Good save there by Hopi. A rebound goes wide. And that'll do it for the first period. The Unicorns get on the board first. The Sparrows come back with 2 of their own, and the Unicorns get 2 for themselves. It's 3-2, heading into 2, here in game number 1. Second period about to get underway. Connor McDavid, Claude Giroux in the draw at center. And McDavid wins it. Coming in, takes a low shot. That one's sticked away by Holtby. Back around the net, kept in there at the side by Skinner, but he loses that one. It's sent up to Blake Wheeler. Wheeler coming into the zone. Goes wide. Wheeler takes it to the corner. Tried to center it out in front. But that one gets blocked away to the point. Hedman and Wheeler playing it up the left side. Huberdeau's chance in front. Gets blocked right in front of him. And the Sparrows will come back the other way. McDavid all the way across to Skinner. Can't handle it. Still fighting for it. Hedman able to seal that one. And the Unicorns will take it back. Wheeler in again. This time up the right side. Wheeler sends it all the way back for John Carlson. His shot low. It's stopped by Hellebuck, and he's able to deaden that rebound. Stops right in front of him. And grabs onto that. Face-off win there by the Unicorns in the offensive zone. Pacioretty to Carlson. Setting it in front, Pavelski. To the point again, Hedman. Good passing work in the offensive zone again there by the Unicorns. Chance just missed. Pavelski. And will come all the way down the ice. Holtby leaves it there in the corner for John Carlson. And they'll break it back up again. Hillary Knight sends it rink wide. That one just sticked away there by Dougie Hamilton. Now coming into the Sparrows, Raquel takes that to the corner, sends it in front for Zucker. It was on his off hand there for the shot, couldn't get it. Hamilton pushed off the puck, a race for it. Pavelski gets there first, trying to clear, but it's poked in a little deeper. Gostisbehere recovers and sends it up ice. Max Pacioretty coming in, takes the shot. That one blocked by Hellebuck, who pounces on it and hangs on. A great chance there at the side of the net for Jason Zucker, but I think his handedness failed him there. There was a pass across. He was in a little too close to the goaltender. If he's a right-handed shot, he's on his forehand, probably able to get some sort of shot there, but he's not. He has to take that pass on his backhand and not really able to do anything with it. This draw scrummed inside the Sparrows zone. They'll come out with it and break it out of the end. Dadonov comes up the right side and dumps it in. Unicorn sent it right back to where it came from. Dadonov on it again. Dadonov tried to send it back. Hits off a leg though and gets it back. Pinned up against the boards. Has 2 Unicorns on him. Now 3. He's able to kick it into the corner and get him himself. What a play there by Dadonov. Tkachuk had a chance in front, but he got knocked away before he could. And now James Neal coming in again. Neal sends it back. Ekblad takes the shot off the stick of Hellebuck and into the glove for a nice save. And great work there along the boards by Dadonov. Had 3 Unicorns right there on him. Able to make a nice play with his feet to knock it away, get free, and get the loose puck. Just about got a good chance out of it as well. Sparrows able to force the draw in their zone out of it. And the Unicorns have to go back to their own end to regroup. Marlowe now up the left side. Marlowe sends that around the boards. Point will get to it first. And try to skate it out. A giveaway right in front, though. Dabrowski able to get it back. Fighting with Koivu, just about turned that over. Silverberg spins away, goes back. Working it in. Dabrowski with a shot just up high and wide of the net. Seth Jones comes in, makes a good play. Silverberg back for Jones. Now Vlasic winds and fires, blockered away. Puck into the corner now. Nico Koivu won that, plays that up to Palmieri as they'll work their way out of the zone. Patrick Marleau coming in. Can't quite get around Vlasic, so has to put it on the net, and it bounces up on top of the net. Lands around behind. Vlasic plays that up to Mitch Marner. Marner cuts in. Or to send that across, it's off a stick and turned over. Blake Wheeler in now. Wheeler takes a shot low off the pad. Rebound into the corner. Giroux is on that, being pressured there by Vlasic. McDavid jumps in. It's 2-on-2 in the corner. McDavid able to poke it free and set it around behind his net. Skinner now all the way across to Mitch Marner. They'll just spin around, let everybody get going. McDavid gets some wheels and gets the puck. McDavid, big move, couldn't quite get around. Hedman, I think, just got a foot on that. McDavid looking back from Marner, and Hedman gets in front of that one as well. Wheeler coming in on his off wing. Heads towards the corner. Gets around Vlasic. Tries to cut towards the net. Couldn't get a shot. Now Vlasic drops it off for Tkachuk. Tkachuk sends it in front. That one doesn't get to its intended target in front. Kept in there by Couturier. Sends it in for Mitch Marner. Marner to the point. Hamilton with a shot. That's blocked right in front by Wheeler. Now Slavin comes in to the side for Marner. Marner in front to Couturier. Can't get a shot to the point. Hamilton. Slavin. That one shot deflected in front by Tkachuk, and Hopi makes a nice save there through the traffic and with a deflection. They get a whistle. Pavelski able to win that draw on his own end. Can't quite get it out though. Knocked down by Couturier. A big hit. That's Ekblad on Dadonov. And that sends the puck coming back the other way. Joe Pavelski drops it to the point. Ekblad in for Gostisbehere. Sends that into the corner. Pavelski in front for Knight with a shot. That's blocked. Puck into the corner. Couturier on that. Sends it up the boards. Dadonov. Now Hamilton sends it across to Tkachuk, and they're in the zone. Tkachuk pushed off the puck. That'll force a turnover and it's sent up ice. Elias Lindholm now. Lindholm sends it around the boards, where it's found there by Rickard Rakell, who sends it up ice. Now Backstrom into the Unicorn zone, turned back by Gostisbehere with a nice defensive play. Gostisbehere up for step on now across to James Neal. Neal stepped up into by Jacob Slavin, and that'll send the puck the other way. Slavin draws it for Dumba, trying to find a way into the zone. Backstrom will get them there. Backstrom taking it to the corner, sends it in front, great play, and he scores! Matt Dumba jumps up on the rush, gets a pass from Nicholas Backstrom, and the game is tied. Nicholas Backstrom. A fantastic pass out of the corner. Good heads-up play there by Dumba to continue on with the rush. After Backstrom gained the zone, finds himself a seam in front of the net. Throws that one past Holtby, and the Sparrows have tied it late in the second. Jason Zucker coming in now. Zucker trying to get that through. Doesn't get to the net. It's turned back. Lindholm lost control of the puck. It scoots up to center. Backstrom to send that across. Gets off the defenseman. As they're battling over the puck here in the neutral zone. Dumba sends that to Raquel. He'll try to break it in. That's to drop it back for Dumba. Dumba in front looking for Raquel. Marlowe's on that one. He'll steal it, and they'll break out. Palmieri, pass intercepted. That's Jason Zucker. He's coming right back in. Zucker drops it. Sergachev back to Zucker. At the point, Dumba works it in. There's Braden Point. All the way back for Dumba. In for Zucker. His shot blocked right in front of him. Gets us another chance at it. They're looking to the corner. Point is taken down, and there's another penalty coming to the Unicorns. Braden Point going after the puck. Taken down by Kyle Palmieri. And he'll head to the box for tripping. Second chance on the power play here for the Sparrows. 2 shots on the first attempt. Didn't really get any time to get set up though. See if they can do any better here. McDavid trying to find his way through center. Now gains the zone. Here comes Connor McDavid. Drops it for Dougie Hamilton. Hamilton shot. A good stop there. Rebound comes out. Hedman's on that. He goes up the glass and down the ice. Hamilton, that one goes towards Hellebuck, who was sort of glitching out there on the post. Sparrows power play gonna have to start from their own zone here on this face-off. McDavid able to get control of it, and Hellebuck just threw it into his own net. Okay. And chunk. Alright. Fair enough. He was glitching out a second ago, and now he just throws it into his own net. And I think McDavid just slashed Jones in the head. Oh no. What is happening? Alright, see if we can go back to some sort of sense of normal here. Scarborough power play in a nutshell. Hamilton working in. Skinner with a chance. The rebound comes out in front. And the Unicorns will clear. Pavelski coming into the zone now, shorthanded. They've got one shorthanded goal already. Even though no Unicorn ever actually touched the puck on that play, I don't think. You even got credit for that, I didn't notice. Raquel back for Jones, coming in with a shot. And that's kicked aside. Raquel back on the rebound. Raquel in front for Backstrom that hops over his stick. And the Unicorns will clear. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Final minute of the second period. Jones back for it in his own end, goes off the boards and doesn't find its way to Backstrom. Ekblad is going to try to kill time, but he gives it away. Final seconds of the power play. Here comes Raquel. Raquel, Backstrom trying to bust his way through, but can't. Back to even strength. Big shot goes wide. Backstrom looking for the short side. A good play there by Holtby to track that off the boards and get back to his post. Marlowe got credit for that. All right. Wasn't even the centerman. I don't know. Oh, he could have been. Penalty kill. I don't know. Final seconds of the second period. Unicorns maybe one last chance before the horn. Wheeler comes in. Looked a good shot. Kicked away by Hellebuck, and that'll do it for the second period. Scarborough ties it. Hellebuck glitches out, and it's 4-3 Unicorns into the third.
Please don't throw any objects on or towards the playing surface at any time during the game. The throwing of any object is grounds for immediate removal from this building.
I was gonna say after the first period when shots were like 14-6 that Hellebuck wasn't that bad, but 4 goals on 13 shots and one of them's one you throw into your net. I'm gonna say he's having an off night. I don't know. Third period underway. Connor McDavid, Claude Giroux on the draw again. Vlasic tried to play it up. It hits off the stick of Blake Wheeler. And they'll come back in. Hedman drops it back to Wheeler. Now Carlson back to Wheeler. Passing it around the zone here again as the Unicorns do so well. That last pass was off the mark though. They force a turnover. Good centering pass knocked away by Vlasic. Giroux across Huberdeau. His shot low and scores. Just right through the 5-hole of Hellebuck. And it's 5-3. Not a whole lot of traffic, no deflection, just a weak wrist shot. Well, not that weak, but that just snakes right through the 5-hole of Connor Hellebuck. If the one that he literally threw into the net wasn't one he wants back, that one certainly will be. As the Unicorns go up by 2 here, early in the third. A high shot by Skinner, handled by Holtby, knocked into the corner. Now the Unicorns break out again. Wheeler coming in. Wheeler goes to the corner. Thought about cutting in front, but Vlasic blocked that away. Gets another chance and Wheeler scores. Blake Wheeler comes out of the corner and just throws it through Hellebuck. He's seen 2 shots here in the third. They've both gone in. And the Unicorns are up 6-3. Sparrows now down by 3. Still have a lot of time left in the third. But if they're going to do it, they got to get on their horse in a hurry. Here comes the low light reel. I love that the game picked that one. That makes me very happy. Face-off one goes right to Holtby. He'll decide to hang on again and get a little do-over. Pavelski and Backstrom will do it again to the left of Holtby. Pavelski pushes forward. Raquel tried to come in, but Hedman blocked that off, and they'll get out of the zone. Pavelski comes in. Pavelski takes it up high. A good shot. Handled by Hellebuck, who hangs on. If I didn't know any better, I'd say those were sarcastic cheers from the Scarborough crowd, as Hellebuck makes his first save of the third period. Slavin throws that around behind his net, and they'll break it out of the zone. Raquel across to Jason Zucker. Back to Raquel. Drops it Backstrom. Raquel again. Pins it back to the point. Slavin. Pass deflected, but gets to him. Slavin from the point. Shot blocked right in front. Hillary Knight gets on the loose puck, and she'll skate it out of the zone. Here comes Knight. Into the attacking end. Sends it back to John Carlson. Trying to work that in. It's knocked away. Matthew Tkachuk has a goal in this game. Going to look for more here. Tkachuk coming in. Centers it. Comes out to Raquel. His shot just wide of the net. Neal and Slavin going at it just inside the blue line. Slavin keeps it in for a bit, but Gostisbehere follows up and sends it out. Patcher ready to step on. Step on, can't get around Dougie Hamilton, who throws that back around his net. Slavin pushed off the puck by James Neal. Neal tried to send it in front to Patcher ready. Passing it up behind him, and it will come out of the zone. Sean Couturier now. He's in 1-on-2. A shot there. Knocked Holtby back, but stay out of the net. Tkachuk. Sergachev sends it in. Missed Dadonov. Comes all the way back around to the other side where it's kept in by Hamilton. In front looking for Kachuk, gets his stick lifted before he can get the shot. And the Unicorns clear the zone. Decide to send that in. Sergachev will greet with the other end. And the Sparrows will make their way up ice again. Kachuk up for Dadonov, all the way across to Couturier. Leaves it for Hamilton. Sends that into the corner. Dadonov tried to get to it. Goss's pair does, though. And he'll break that out. Eric Stepan coming in. Has Wheeler with him. Gets past Sergachev. Stepan pinned up against the wall. Kicks it out for Jonathan Huberdeau. Couturier is in on him. Huberdeau sends it out in front. That one's off the stick of Hamilton and into the corner. Huberdeau back on it. To the point. Goss's pair. Throws that in. And Sergachev will get it behind his net. And try to break out of the zone. Jake DeBrusk on his off wing up the right side. Cuts in. Jakob Silfverberg. Silfverberg, his shot. Doesn't get to the net. Silfverberg tried to wrap it around. And just barely did Holtby get to the post there. And keep it out. Braden Point wins that draw in the Unicorn zone. Good work with the stick to keep it in, but they end up knocking it out anyway. And they'll have to regroup at center. Point decides to dump it in halfway through the third period now. Unicorns still up by 3. Huberdeau up the boards to Wheeler. Sends it for Giroux, but he's a step offside. Koivu able to win that draw just outside the Sparrows zone. Marlowe brings it in. Marlowe taking it into the corner. Drops it all the way back to the point. Hannafin, his shot through. I don't think quite got to the net. There's the defenseman there. Vlasic might have knocked it down just before it got to Hellebuck. Now coming into the Sparrows. Marner for Vlasic jumping up. Can't get the shot. Puck ends up in the corner. Marner's on Marlowe. Marner trying to dig it free. Marlowe doing a good job of keeping it with himself, though. Just to jam that into his own net will be the third own goal of the game if that would have gone in. Skinner to the front of the net. Good save. Rebound knocked into the corner. Skinner finds his way out. Throws it back to the point. Worked in now for McDavid. To the point, Jones. In front for Skinner. Jones rushed there by Patrick Marlowe. He forces a turnover. A great play there by the captain. Marlowe coming into the attacking end. Patrick Marlowe into the corner. Walks out in front. Sends it across to Palmieri. Tried to go to the point, but just missed it. Now a race forward. Here comes Jeff Skinner. Chance for a breakaway. Won't quite make it work. Gets a shot at the net. That hope he easily stirs aside. Great work there on the back check to take away what could have been a breakaway for Jeff Skinner. But he was at the end of his shift. Didn't quite have the legs to make it work. Seth Jones, a good move there to lose his forechecker. Ends up bringing that into the zone. And a weak shot goes wide into the corner. Now Pavelski back for Yorkshire. To Pacioretty. Pacioretty spins around. Spots Krug coming in. Krug with a shot. Good save. And Hellebuck hangs on. 5 minutes even left to go in the third period still. A 3-goal lead for the Unicorns that looks bigger and bigger by the second. Here's that chance by Skinner. He was alone in front. Got free of his defenseman. And Holtby had to make another nice save. Sparrows win that draw. Can't quite find its way out of the zone yet, though. Now they do. Zucker carries it out. And in. Across to Nick Backstrom. Backstrom shot up high. Blockered away. Backstrom looks for a centering pass. As knocked down by the Unicorns. And they'll skate back down the ice. Pacioretty thought he could get by down, but couldn't. But he gets it back. Pacioretty scores! And another one. Goes 5-hole on Hellebuck. That's the third time this period that he's been beaten in the 5-hole. This time it's Pacioretty, and that one, I think, put this game out of reach. Just an abysmal third period. Starting at the end of the second with his own goal. And then 3, I think, just decidedly weak goals here in the third. That'll do it for Connor Hellebuck. The game is done, but he's not going to see the end of it. Martin Jones will come in to replace him. 3:50 left to go in the third period, and the Unicorns have a 4-goal lead. Giroux around behind the back with a shot on Jones. Welcome to the game, Marty Jones. As Giroux with some big-time moves there in front of the net. Sparrows have had the advantage in a lot of statistics in this game. Face-offs, shots. But the one that counts is the goals, and they put another one up here to the Unicorns. Connor Hellebuck, Martin Jones, doesn't matter. The puck going in. Goal number 8 for the Unicorns belongs to Blake Wheeler. This one just right in front. Looks like a weak backhand that he just chips up over the arm of Jones, who slid all the way across there. Left the entire glove side of the net open for him. It was an even game through 2 periods. Right at the tail end of the second, Hellebuck makes a mistake, throws the puck into his own net. It's a 1-goal game going into the third, and then just an absolute collapse by the goaltending for Scarborough in the third period. 4 goals scored, 4 weak goals at that, against 2 goaltenders. They might not be done yet, a chance there. Passing around behind the net, Wheeler. Now Huberdeau across. Big one-timer. That one hit the post. The Unicorns just all over them here now. Giroux with a shot. That one stopped as we enter the final minute of the third period. It was Braden Holtby early in this game in the first minute of the first who made a couple of huge saves. The Sparrows were pressing, trying to get the lead early. And they would have done so if not for the spectacular goaltending of Holtby. The Unicorns ended up drawing first blood. It was an even game from there. And there's a late goal from the Sparrows. It's Dougie Hamilton with a point shot. But too little too late here. 41 seconds left to go, and they're still down by 4. That's just a clean point shot that goes straight through Holtby, right between the arm and the pad. He obviously hasn't been perfect himself either in this one, but especially early on when the pressure was on. He was there when he needed to be. Kept his team in it right to the end, where the Sparrow goaltending fell apart in the third. Holtby stayed just strong enough, still giving up 4 goals, but 8 goals the other end. As the Yorkshire Unicorns, 20 seconds away from taking game 1 of the final. Dadnov coming in now for the Sparrows. There's a shot at the net. That one's kicked away. As the final seconds tick off the clock, the Yorkshire Unicorns come into Scarborough and take game 1 from the Sparrows. The Yorkshire Unicorns lead the championship final 1-0. Three stars in this one. Blake Wheeler, 2 goals and an assist. Patrick Marlowe's 2 goals. And Jonathan Huberdeau, a goal and an assist. The Unicorns sweep the Three Stars. They take the game 8-4, and they'll lead the series 1-0.